Welcome to English Learning from Scratch. Today we will learn about the word do when it works as an auxiliary verb. An auxiliary verb is a helping verb that supports the main verb in a sentence. We use do to make questions and negatives in English. By the end of this lesson, you will understand how to use do, does, and did correctly in your sentences. Let's understand what do means as an auxiliary verb. First, do is a helping verb. It doesn't have a main meaning on its own. We use it to make questions and negatives. It helps other verbs work in different sentence structures. Think of do as a tool that changes how we say things. Without do, we cannot make questions or negatives in the simple present and simple past tenses in English. There are different forms of do that we use depending on the tense and subject. In the present tense, we have two forms, do and does. We use does with the third-person singular subjects, which means he, she, or it. We use do with all other subjects, I, you, we, and they. In the past tense, we use only one form, did. This is the same for all subjects, no matter if it is singular or plural. Now let's learn how to make questions using do. The basic structure is do or does or did, then the subject, then the verb. For example, do you like coffee? Here, do comes first, then you, then like. Another example, does she work here? Does comes first, then she, then work. One more example, did they arrive on time? Did comes first, then they, then arrive. Remember, the helping verb always comes first in a question. Let's learn how to make negative sentences using do. The basic structure is subject, then do not or does not or did not, then the verb. For example, I do not like coffee. Here, I comes first, then do not, then like. Another example, she does not work here. She comes first, then does not, then work. One more example, they did not arrive on time. They comes first, then did not, then arrive. Notice that the main verb stays in its base form. In English, we often shorten words by combining them. This is called a contraction. For do not, we write don't. For does not, we write doesn't. For did not, we write didn't. These contractions are very common in speaking and in formal writing. When you hear someone say, I don't like pizza, or she doesn't work here, they are using contractions instead of the full forms. There are three important rules to remember when using do as an auxiliary verb. Rule 1, subject and verb agreement. Always use does with third-person singular subjects like he, she, and it. Use do with all other subjects. Rule 2, word order in questions. The helping verb always comes first in a question. For example, do you understand? Not you do understand. Rule 3, always use the base form of the verb after do, does, or did. For example, does she go? Not does she goes. Let's practice with some examples. If you want to make a question from you speak English, you say, do you speak English? If you want to make a negative from I like pizza, you say, I don't like pizza. Remember, do changes the sentence structure completely. The helping verb do is very powerful in English. It helps us ask questions and make negatives. Keep practicing these patterns, and soon using do will become natural for you.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.